Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to FTL, Faster Than Light. On the last run, we played as the Stealth Cruiser Type B, and at this point, there is only one ship with which we have not yet completed the B-Type victory against the, not the Federation, excuse me, the Rebel mothership, and that is the Slug Cruiser Type B, the Stormwalker. Now, on a previous run with the ship, we did make it to Sector 8, but we did not achieve victory for, you know, what could be considered a good reason. The ship kinda sucks, but we're gonna play it anyways. This ship starts with 3 slugs, 2 of which are going to be boarders right off the bat because we only have an Artemis missile launcher to do all of our damage. That's not very good. We do start with a teleporter, but we don't have a med bay. And we don't have a clone bay. The only way in which we can heal our crew is with the healing bomb. We can bomb it aboard enemy ships, we can bomb it aboard our ship. This is a tricky one. This is a real sticky wicket. The real problem is that we only have 25 missiles. As soon as we run out of missiles, we're screwed. We can't do offensive damage with the Artemis, we can't heal ourselves with the healing bomb. So we really do need to get the Mantis, Rockman, Human, we really do need to get the medbay or clone bay upgrade as soon as possible because then we can save missiles from the healing bomb. This combat, for example, I'm gonna have to switch over to using the Artemis. I can't use my boarding crew because the enemy has a medbay. I can't take out the medbay unless I use it, well, the Artemis first and then healing bomb my crew while they're beamed aboard, but it's strange. It's very strange. In fact, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this encounter. Maybe I should board them and just Artemis their medbay to keep it offline. All right. I mean, we'll give it a shot. Probably gonna start in on the weapon system. We can possibly kill the human before the Mantis or the Rockman come in here to join us, and we can then Artemis the medbay and kill their crew in the medbay. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well board on the Mantis. The human is slower, so he's going to take longer to walk from the weapons room to the engine room. And if we can do a lot of damage to the Mantis will leave, go into the medbay to heal up, and that's when we can drop the Artemis in on him. It's going to be extremely difficult. It's going to be extremely close. We might lose our crew because this is a Mantis, after all, but you know, we're going to give it a shot. We're gonna see what we can do. I definitely should have lowered my shields before the ion hit. That's my bad, and we're probably gonna take damage because of it. So my crew is already extremely wounded to the point where I'm gonna micro my crew around slightly. The Mantis isn't even leaving yet, which is annoying. I might try to run into the weapons room, heal myself with a healing bomb, and then Artemis the medbay when they walk into, because I can't. Like, my slugs will die if I keep this combat going. They're not even wounded all that much. So let's try to give it a shot. Yeah, there go. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do a quick restart. Okay, let me crack the knuckles. Let me, crack the neck. Let me stretch out a minute. Get my FTL skills back, what little skills I have, because that was an awful start to this run. Let's try it again. I need to take down the shields before that ion hit. And I was thinking about that before I even beamed aboard the first time, but I just wasn't paying attention. I was too focused on considering my options with the slugs and the healing bomb that I wasn't really focused on the weapons, and I should have been. But that's my problem. Let's try it again. Same first jump pretty much, so it's a wasted first jump. I don't mind that. Hopefully we don't just get a solar flare immediately. Okay, this is a little bit better. A little bit better. Just humans is easier. Let's get the slugs ready to go over. Slugs versus humans is fine because the reason why slugs in Mantis are bad is because slugs don't have any sort of a combat advantage against the Mantises. Here we do. Well, we don't have an advantage, but we don't have a disadvantage anyways. All right, missile coming in, can't dodge it. It is Alito? Oh, it's an Artemis and it hit the shield room. Well, this is pretty much terrible. So much so that I actually want to Artemis their weapon system to take their weapons offline. they still have the laser, so we're still going to get smacked pretty hard on our ship. We can't dodge this laser shot, so we're going to take 2 damage right here. Yep. Piloting system is now offline. Their crew is dying very slowly. It will happen eventually. And as their crew dies, I can drop a healing bomb, heal them up to full, and this is how we work it, basically. This is how this combat's going to work. I don't want to use my weapons at all because I want to save missiles whenever possible, but unfortunately, we're just taking so much damage from the ship. Luckily, though, we managed to get the shields online. This is not going well. I'm not playing this very well, am I? Cremini is also half wounded. I could use another missile to heal them right now, or I could wait and use a missile on the next bit of combat. And we're already seeing the negatives of this ship, which is that it's just god-awful. You have no real reusable combat potential. With the Artemis, you're using your healing in order to deal combat damage to the enemy, and you only have an Artemis for even later on when we, if we have a Rebel auto scout ship, we're gonna have to use an Artemis. If the enemy has a medbay or a clone bay, we're gonna have to use the Artemis. I can't just be using so many missiles early, but maybe I should. Because if I used a couple of missiles, maybe I could have taken their weapon system offline and we would have been fine. I don't know. I always try to save missiles, but maybe that's the problem. I should spend missiles when I need to, because we took 8 points of hull damage on that single encounter. That's not very good. Well, this isn't very good either, and we actually can't board with our crew, so we're going to... they hacked our shield, so our shield's gonna go down. Fuck this ship, man. I hate this ship so much. I can't beam aboard, by the way, because... Oh, there go the shields, so, that's wonderful. Take out their weapons, hopefully. I can't beam aboard because we... will just die. Oh, there go the shields again. We'll die because we do not have second level teleporter, which is required in order to beam aboard a auto scout ship and not die if you don't have Rockman. But more than that, it's going to cost me so many missiles because I have to heal my crew. I don't have a medbay, I don't have a clone bay. Beaming them aboard is suicide unless I heal them with the every shot is going in on the shield room. What the hell? Every missile is just kind of a waste against a ship if I have to use it healing my crew, so I'm just not going to do that. I don't have any power in the shield room either, which is kind of strange, but... Come on, let's get this over with. 9 scrap plus 5 hull points repaired. You know what? I very, very much appreciate that. Thank you. I also do need to go to the store. We do have Slug repair gel, I believe, and if I have to sell that in order to afford a medbay or clone upgrade, I would do it in a heartbeat. It's definitely worthwhile. Let's get the healing bomb charged. They are not boarding us, which kind of sucks because I want to kill them, obviously. But what I might do is... Artemis their weapon system, beam aboard, stop them from getting the repairs done, and then Artemis their medbay when they try to go in for healing, but we're just gonna get eaten up by this missile launcher, so I don't know. Okay, Artemis their weapons, that has to go first. Their weapons are offline. Now, ideally, we beam aboard before they can repair stuff. I will take power away from oxygen to do it. All 3 of them are going to gang up on me. I don't like that at all, so I might actually just leave the room. I like this layout of crew, though. I like that my crew are 2-on-1 against their crew. I like that the low health Slug is attacking the NG. We're gonna have to heal ourselves at some point. Okay, you're gonna be fine, don't worry about it. The NG will probably run off to go get healed. Now we heal bomb, and we Artemis the medbay. Okay, we're healed. The NG has died. The 2 mantises are going into the medbay probably to get some repairing done. There's a fire in there, perfect. So they got the freaking missile launcher back online. The slugs will, not slugs, excuse me, the mantises will try to put out the fire, but as they're putting out the fire, they're getting burned. And when they leave, good. Okay, fire in the teleporter room, we can deal with that. Mantis is still trying to get the medbay fire put out, but that's just good for me because he's just going to get killed by the fire. And if he does put out the fire, then I can just walk in there and stop him from repairing it. Mantis is dead. 15 additional scrap. The teleporter is destroyed though, so we need to get that repaired ASAP. Turn on the oxygen. And Cremity still has 77 HP, Fen has 100, so I'm not going to use a heal bomb on them right now. If my crew was substantially wounded, I definitely would.
Oh man.
Oh, that was unexpected. Okay, well. Okay. We're probably gonna restart this one. Yeah. They don't even have a med bay or clone bay. They don't have any guns. I could buy a Rockman. I could slug. I could sell the repair gel, and not be able to afford anything else. I could afford an NG and a human, but at that point, that puts us so far behind the 8-ball. We're just gonna restart again. That is bullshit. That is so bullshit. Oh, come on, FTL. Come on. Be nice to me. Have a heart. Have a heart. Okay, well, obviously, the fire destroyed the enemy ship, and with it, our crew died as well. And there was not much that we could do about that, except, I don't know, be a little bit more aware of what we were doing. I did destroy the weapon system and the piloting system. The reason why I destroyed the piloting system was because I wanted to try to get more combat experience on my slugs. What I forgot to take into account was that there was a fire aboard the enemy ship and that it destroyed their ship by destroying systems and dealing hull integrity damage, and that sucks for me. That's okay. That's okay. We can deal. We can deal. This is extremely dangerous because they have a clone bay. We're going to have to take that offline. And a combat drone and a beam. The beam is going to probably deal damage through my my shields. I'm wondering if it might be better if I put my slug in the shield room to get the shield recharge rate bonus, and maybe we'll get lucky. The 15% dodge chance, you know, it's not that much. We are going to board though. We're going to board in probably the piloting room, and hopefully the weapons personnel joins me. Yes, good. The reason why I'm going into the piloting room is because I have an NG. If I can kill the NG, he can not repair stuff. It also gives me time for the healing bomb to get powered up. I can micro my crew and spread the damage out. Artemis, their clone bay, as soon as I have the Artemis charged. And the Mantis will go in there to repair. He's not very good at repairing. I think we'll be fine here as long as we don't take too much damage. Thanks to things like this, basically. So you know what? Get into the shield room. We'll put out the fire through low oxygen, and at least him being in the shield room grants us a bonus to shield recharge rate, and that might protect us against the next beam. So our crew's getting wounded. Let's micro these guys around so that they take spread out damage a little bit more, and we will Artemis the clone bay. Hopefully it lands. It does. Mantis is going to go in there and try to get stuff repaired. That's fine. Mantis is very bad at repairing. And the NG is almost dead. Human's gonna die. Oh, the Mantis got it repaired! Oh, they have a repair drone. Oh, that's annoying. So we are going to have to deal with this situation. We can Artemis it again and then healing bomb ourselves. We don't need to healing bomb ourselves immediately. That should destroy. Oh, it didn't destroy the drone. They're gonna come back to life. This is so annoying. Power up the oxygen system. I like having the guy in the shield room. It seems to be protecting us quite nicely. But they're gonna get this guy back to life. Artemis the system again. Yeah, my Menji's came back. Oh, that's so bullshit. Okay, fire started, but that's okay. Actually, no fire was started, but we did take some damage there. Drone's back online. He can't do anything. Okay, our crew is wounded. Stop the repair drone from getting the system repaired. Otherwise, the Mantis is going to come back to life. We're taking so much damage because I can't kill the enemies all that quickly. I had to use so many missiles for this fight. I had to use like 6 missiles, and we took so much damage. But holy shit, we got a halberd beam. That's actually really good. Gives us a way of damaging ships without necessarily using missiles. It's a very good weapon to have for the future. We can't really use it for quite some time because the first priority purchase for us is medbay or clone bay, one or the other, it doesn't matter which. Okay, our crew needs to get the repairs done and then get healed up. I can bomb my own ship, so I'm going to do that. Everyone's back up to full health and then go back to their rooms. Okay. Oh man, I hate the Stormwalker so much. Let's save everyone's positions and we'll jump here, see if there's a store we can go to. We can sell the slug repair gel, and if we sell it, we can afford a medbay or clone bay. It's probably gonna be like 75 scrap maybe? I'm not entirely sure how much it is, but we're gonna have to pay it if we want this to work. They do have a medbay. This is actually kind of bad because we are going to have to use the Artemis on their medbay to stop them from healing. The biggest piss off though is that they're trying to escape, and if they escape with my crew aboard, we are in a very bad position. Oh, but they're boarding me, perfect. Turn off the oxygen, vent the entire ship, except for the piloting system. And this guy's gonna have a bad day. This is perfect, this is fine. This guy, he might not die, but he is not gonna be happy about his situation at all. Okay, missiles coming in. I can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. My Artemis is ready. They don't have anyone in the piloting system, which is nice because they're not trying to escape. But I will need to use an Artemis on their medbay to stop them from healing, and then heal bomb my own crew shortly. Oh, they destroyed the door system. That's bullshit. Okay, where'd my Artemis go? Did they shoot it down? They shot it down, didn't they? Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, their crew is starting to move into the medbay to get healed up. I gotta land a missile. It's gotta happen, come on. Good, it did land. They're trying to get the system repaired. No, thank you. My crew will maybe not survive, so let's launch the healing bomb. Keep them alive. They're dead. We picked up a rock crew member who's just gonna immediately start repairing the piloting system. Good. Okay, let's turn on the oxygen. We're actually fine here. It might not look like we're perfectly fine here, but we're actually perfectly fine here. The enemy ship, there's no fires. Let's check that. We do have a problem with our doors, but we have the oxygen turned on and the door room is closed off. So my slug can really quickly make his way into the door room, get it repaired, close off all the doors, beam my crew back, and ideally not have them take any more damage. I would like to not have to spend another missile getting them healed up if I can avoid it. And we do have a Rockman. Rockman is probably going to be a boarder for me because they just have so much health. They're not as good as having a Mantis, but in a situation like this, if there's an NG, I can have the Slug against the NG and then the Rockman against a human and delay the time it takes for me to need to use a missile, which is very nice. So Fen is going to be a boarder. Now, Criminy should be the boarder because he's already got one additional combat kill, and Fen's going to be in the engine room. We're going to save everybody's position, and we are going to go to a store. If there is a store, there's not a store, so we're just going to jump ahead to the distress beacon. Now, I could get a shield upgrade. I think I would rather save my scrap and get a medbay or clone bay. I think that's got to happen first because we're going to run out of missiles eventually. Okay, a Mantis and an NG. What did I say? What did I say? If there's an NG, the Slug can attack the NG, the Rockman can attack whoever's next. In this case, that is going to be the Mantis. Let's just board them in their engines. Okay, let's switch these guys around. Rockman's, he's got to take the brunt of the Mantis's attack. He's got to be the tank, the meat shield. Slug's gonna be fine. Rockman's gonna be fine. Healing Bomb's gonna be up at some point, and then we can just launch it over, keep them alive. In fact, we could alter our positioning so that Slug can tank for a minute. I think this will work. This will work. Yeah, you're fine. He's dead. He's dead. Good, 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 good. Turn on the oxygen, get this healed up. Healing Bomb. I might as well wait and use it on my own ship so that I can get Lombard and Fen back up to full health. That's why I didn't worry about Lombard, because as long as we weren't invaded, as long as he wasn't hit or a fire was started, he would be fine. We can use a bomb now to get everyone back up to full health. It is convenient to use the healing bomb, but it's not cheap. It's 6 scrap every time you heal instead of the burst healing you can get at the store, and that's gotta happen. Now, we did pass up the store. I didn't want to backtrack to it, but this is a civilian sector, so I'm hoping that there will be an additional store here so that I can go to it and purchase the med bay or clone bay, maybe heal up a little bit. I mean, I guess promise to help and then fire on it. Yeah. I mean, I knew that was a risk. I tried anyways. We do have a breach, but with the slug repair gel, we don't have to worry about it at all. It will heal itself, which is nice because then I don't have to worry about, deoxygenation damage affecting my crew. I can just ignore it, basically. Okay. Yes, I will help you. They gave me some missiles and drone parts. The quest is right there. Might as well go to it, backtrack into the nebula for the extra beacons, potentially, and go to the exit. Hopefully we do get a store at this quest beacon. Sometimes you do get a store, and if I do, lovely. Ooh, this is a dangerous encounter. They don't have a med bay, they don't have a clone base, so we're just gonna board immediately, and we might as well board in the, oh, that's a Zoltan. Let's get the Zoltan killed. He's gonna explode and do a lot of damage to my crew, so I do worry about him being there. I do worry about killing him quickly. We've already gotten hit by a asteroid, so our weapons are partially offline. We only have the healing bomb. We're gonna need it. Engines partially offline. Oxygen was hit, so we're gonna have to get that repaired. But we can wait and deal with that once the situation is further dealt with. Now this is actually disastrous. Fire in the piloting room means we just abandon ship. Cremedy is so wounded, and we have the healing bomb offline. Okay, we gotta recover the crew. There's literally no other way around that. Might as well get the engines healed up while we wait for the weapons to come back online. We're probably just gonna die right here because we have 0 dodge chance. Yeah. Oh, and no shields. Yeah, okay, so we're just dead. And there it goes. So long. Okay. Well, like the Stealth Cruiser B-type, this might take a few tries to get a good first run. But like the Stealth Cruiser B-type, maybe I should take stock of what's working and what's not working and adjust my strategies accordingly. So, how about on this run, we buy 2nd level shields? Because on this last encounter, the asteroid plus the combat drone plus the single shot basic laser was way too much for my shields to deal with. And as soon as the shields went offline, we got hit. As soon as the piloting system was offline, we were screwed. So maybe I should spend 50 scrap, buy the 2nd bar of shields, and maybe protect ourselves against beams and lasers so that we have the time to board and kill the crew on board the enemy ship. And even if it costs us missiles, maybe that is worth it in the long run. I do feel bad about losing that run though, because getting a halberd beam right off the bat, that's like a 75 scrap deal for free, which is amazing. But let's try this again. Let's try it again. NG versus human. Let's attack the human first so we can deal some extra damage to him and kill him sooner. Hopefully this means that our slugs will survive easily and handedly. Might even want to really quickly just reposition them just so that they are guaranteed to survive. Now, the second shot from their laser that hit us in the weapons room, not that bad because the healing bomb is still online. Even if the healing bomb goes out, it doesn't matter because our crew are going to survive this encounter. The teleporter going offline, 20 scrap, that's really good, and a charge laser, which is probably better than the halberd for our situation because it's a weapon we can use immediately. We don't need to get 2 extra bars of reactor power in order to use it. This is good, this is good. Might as well just, can't bomb them. Okay, I was thinking we might as well bomb them while they're sitting in the piloting room of the enemy ship, not doing anything, but you know, it's okay, it's okay. Everyone get healed, go fix up the weapons. I like getting the charge laser just because it's a 2-power weapon instead of a 3-power weapon, so we can use it sooner. Halberd beam, it can cut through 1 bar of shields, but not 2. It's not as good as the glaive beam. Okay, everyone get back to your rooms. 29 scrap plus a free gun on the first jump is fantastic, and we only took 1 hull point of damage. Okay. Asteroid field plus ion weapons. Oh, this sucks. On the bright side, we will kill them. It's just a matter of time. 2 NGs. We're gonna win the combat. They might do some substantial damage if their ions land, so I have to be extremely careful about how I choose to bring down my shields to take the ions on the chin. Might as well Artemis their weapons, in fact. Stop some of this damage, take their ion weapon offline. I think that was a very good use of an Artemis, and I'm going to try to use my weapons a little bit more frequently, and that is one situation where I think it was definitely reasonable to do so. And we picked up a small bomb. Interesting. The small bomb, ooh, oxygen please. The small bomb is good. I am gonna use a healing bomb just to get them up to full health. 50 is kind of low. The small bomb is good. It means that if an enemy ship has a med bay plus a defense drone, I can use the small bomb to get around it. It also means that instead of using the Artemis, I can use the small bomb, and it won't do hull damage. That might be a bad thing, that might be a good thing, but it's nice to have just because now I have the option of what to use. So let's just jump ahead. Let's go to the distress signal. If we come across a plasma storm, it's going to be rough with half power and not all that much weaponry. Leave them alone. Giant alien spiders are no joke. I worry about going to the nebula and running across a auto scout, because then we don't really have the possibility of boarding them. I guess I could switch over to the charge laser if necessary. Okay. 5 drone parts to the store. We can ignore it and just keep the drone parts, or we can go to the store and try to get some reward out of this. Possibly, you know, a decent amount of scrap, a decent chunk of change. I feel like I do need to go to the nebula though, because the past couple of beacons weren't really all that lucrative. So let's risk it. Good, no plasma storm. I will attack a ship, especially a Mantis ship, that's trying to board us. Oh, fantastic. I can just open the doors and let the Mantis just eat it. So we're gonna immediately board the enemy ship. Just 1 NG should be easy to deal with, and I'm going to just attack him straight up. Actually, let's go to their weapon system. He'll probably run in here and try to attack me. Now, everything aboard the ship gets vented except for teleporter and piloting and O2 and doors, just in case they get hit by a weapon shot. Mantis, he's going to be attacking the shield room doors for a while. He's going to break through quite easily, but this is just to de-oxygenate the room before he gets in there. And now that he's in there, good. Okay, Artemis is charged. I don't necessarily want to use one. It's Alito. I don't think I'm going to use an Artemis. We're going to be able to kill the NG. Their Mantis is going to beam back aboard, probably. If not, he's just going to get killed by the low oxygen. And I think we'll be fine. Yep, there we go. And we got a heavy laser Mark II. What is up with this game today? It's rising my hopes and my aspirations, and then it's killing me in one sector, and then it's giving me another run where we get another free gun. And it's a very good gun too. Heavy Laser Mark II takes 3 power for 2 shots, which doesn't seem good. And it's probably not all that very good for now, but it's going to be good once we can get something like a hacking system, take down the enemy shields, and then pop them for 4 points of damage in a room that's going to breach and start fires and all that good stuff. Could be good, could be good. Now I might want to have Lombard be on the next boarding squad because he has more HP than Fen, and we can always get everybody healed up in the future, but for now I think it's more reasonable to have him get, or have Fen stay aboard our ship and Lombard be a boarder. Because we get more out of these healing bombs the more crew and the more HP we can heal. You know, using one bomb right now isn't worth all that much. And if I leave Fen at 74 on the next combat, if there's a Mantis or Rockman, hell, if there's a Zoltan, we're not going to be in too good of a position. But if I just send Lombard over first, we can send Fen over next time, get him healed up. Okay, rock ship. There's a rock plus an NG. We're gonna beam aboard the piloting system and attack the NG. Rock's gonna walk over to the piloting system, but he's gonna be slow. It's gonna give us a chance to get in some cheap shots on the NG. We're gonna get the Artemis powered up in case we need it. We should be able to kill the NG in pretty good time and then switch my crew around so that the Slug that's currently fighting the NG will then start fighting the Rockman. And I like that we're fighting against a bomb, because as long as the bomb doesn't land in, you know, a very important room like shields, we're fine. We're not gonna take any damage. Good, engines, that's fine. I can go get that repaired while my crew goes deals with the enemy ship. That's fine. Because the laser, it's gonna bounce off the shields, don't care. Okay, NG's dead. Now my Slug is wounded, but I can just very quickly micro my crew around, and now we have a 2-on-1 situation. We're gonna be fine. We do have to worry about the solar flare, but we can recover our crew in a second. Recover them now. Okay, it's a fire in an empty room. That's very easy to put out. Fen. No, Cremedy is going to go into the piloting room. He's gonna pass through the fire, but whatever. We're gonna open the doors to this room. We're gonna get the engine repaired. I want him in the piloting room so that the FTL charges, because we're gonna have to get out of here pretty soon. These guys can maybe try to put out the fire, if they can put it out very quickly. Nah, I am gonna heal them. I'm just kind of waiting for the FTL drive to charge, the fire to go out. I can put everyone in one room, heal bomb them, and now we can jump in a minute. Okay, open all the doors, get the oxygen flowing. Lombard and Cremedy, oh, but Fen is actually really good at combat now. Oh, right, because Fen and Cremedy were part of the boarding squad. Lombard was our pilot. All right, solar flare imminent. We're gonna leave, and we're gonna jump to a store. No, no store. Gotta find a store. We got a lot of equipment to sell, even if we don't want it for ourselves. Slug crewman attempt to communicate telepathically, and we should get an NG for free. Yes, we do, which is lovely, because now we have a repair personnel plus engine personnel to give us an extra 5% dodge chance. I could move him over to the shield room, and I might do that for some combat encounters, but for now this is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do not think we have the time to go to the quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I backtrack, I might be able to, but I don't want to backtrack, so I might just jump around the exit and then leave. I do want to see if there's a store though, so I will jump ahead slightly. Okay, they're trying to get away. They do have a clone bay and a lot of lasers, so this is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to use the Artemis. I'm going to board them. Okay. So let's start this. Let's start this. Board them in the engine room. Lower their dodge chance, make them have to fight me. Artemis their weapons, that has to happen. And I think I actually might Artemis their weapons and then beam over everyone, including Lombard, including Lagarde, because a 4-on-1 situation would be ideal for me. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Artemis their weapons, they're gonna get that repaired and start a fire. Brilliant. We don't have an Artemis anymore, so we're gonna have to do this a little bit more unconventionally. So I'm gonna start by getting everyone into the weapons room, get this stuff repaired. The fire is spreading. I do want to get the weapons repaired. Their crew is coming to attack me. I'm gonna run into the clone base so that I can start doing damage to that system, get the Artemis online, and I am about to beam aboard and hopefully keep them busy with my crew. You know, go into their just engine room. Their clone bay has been destroyed. Perfect. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be just fine. You know, I thought that I would have to deal with more of the enemy crew, them coming back to life, but this is actually perfect. Good, 13 scrap. Now I can, bring everyone back and open the frickin' doors and turn on the oxygen, and I almost got them killed. But it's all good, it's all good. Heal bomb my ship, get them back up to full health. I don't think you can miss when you bomb your own ship, so that's good. And we're good, we're in a good position here. 82 scrap, there's a store! 1, 2, 3, exit, perfect. I actually completely forgot, by the way, to upgrade my own ship, my own shield systems. But honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna ignore the station. With the teleporter, we're gonna get a lot of free fuel. I completely forgot to upgrade the shields first. Luckily, it hasn't really come back to bite us in the ass too much. And we're in a good situation where we can buy a clone bay. I would prefer a med bay, but this is fine too. We can also buy the backup DNA bank, which is perfect with the clone bay, because you get the best of both worlds. You get the ability to heal your crew when they die, and your crew never permanently die, because they'll just come back to life, even if your clone bay is not powered. So we're gonna buy the clone bay, it's gotta happen. We're gonna buy the backup DNA bank. We're gonna sell slug repair gel. And I kind of wanna buy the breaching bomb. It's really good against the med bay and clone bay of the enemy ships because it starts a breach. It also does more damage, so you can take out systems that have 3 integrity. It does require 2 power, but we're not gonna need the heal bomb all too much from this point forward because we have the clone bay. I can still burst heal up to full if I need to, and I have excess missiles. Charge laser isn't that good, but it is good because it's the only thing that we have other than the heavy laser. Okay, we're gonna sell stuff. We're gonna sell stuff. We're gonna keep the Artemis. Artemis is a very, very good 1-power missile weapon to have. We're going to get, I think, the breach bomb, but I'm not sure yet. We don't need fuel, we don't need missiles, we don't need drone parts. I'm gonna sell the small bomb. I would rather have the breaching bomb. It does take longer to charge, but it does more damage, more crew damage, it breaches. If we're invading enemy ships, I think it's gonna be better. We're gonna sell the small bomb. We're gonna sell one of these 2 weapons, and I think... if we had a flak, the heavy laser is awesome. But I think we're gonna sell the heavy laser. It sells for 32, it's quite a bit. We're gonna keep the Artemis, it's very good. We're gonna keep the charge laser, I think. Both the charge laser and the heavy laser do 2 shots. So yeah, we're gonna sell the heavy laser. It's too expensive for Sector 1. Too expensive for us to use. 3 weapon power, 2 shots. No, we're gonna sell it. We're gonna buy the breaching bomb. I like this. It gets around defense drones, like the small bomb, but I think I like it better. Okay, this is not too bad. This is not too bad. Okay, so we can get the breaching bomb online. We can switch over to the healing bomb whenever we need to, but we don't need to worry about our crew dying because we have the clone bay and the backup DNA bank. Excellent. Okay, this was a good first sector, and the other first sectors we had in the previous attempts were very good themselves, but this is it's just that little bit better. Investigate the wreckage. I'm surprised we don't have a slug special blue option available to us, but that's okay. I like the fact that we have red sectors early, and there's 3 of them. If I go down, There's 2. If I go up and then down, I can go to 3 red sectors, and I can choose which one to go to, but I'm going to have to go to 2 nebulas. Now, slugs are pretty good at nebulas, but do I want to go to nebulas regardless? We are going to have to go to 1 here and then 2 green sectors. I don't want to go to Zoltan, so we're going to go to Mantis anyways. Regardless of where we go, we're going to go to Mantis control, because Zoltans suck. Unless I had a Zoltan shield bypass, then I might go to Zoltan. But the Zoltan crew is also just annoying to deal with because they freaking explode. Okay, we finally have our foot through the door. Okay, a couple of enemy crew. No med bay, no clone bay. Okay, we're gonna have to use Heal Bomb Artemis for this. The reason is because they have 2 mantises. We're gonna have to basically throw our crew at them and maybe heal our crew at the same time. We're gonna beam aboard the piloting room, reduce their dodge chance. Mantis is joining the combat, which is actually kind of not good for us. Here's the thing though, I could save the missiles and just wait for the clone bay to bring them back to life, but that's gonna take a while. I think I'd rather just use an Artemis on their weapon system, heal bomb my crew, board them with everyone I have, and just keep them busy. Okay, they are wounded. I'm gonna go into the engine room, keep them busy while I kind of just like run back and forth. Keep my crew alive. We did get hit in the piloting room, so let's send the engine in there to help with the repairs, and then we'll leave in a second. Okay, mantises are slower than my slugs. No, they're about the same. I am gonna board them again in a second with more crew. It's just a matter of when do I do it. I think we do it now. Nah, let's finish the repair first. It's almost done. My slugs are, there we go. I was waiting for him to die, and he did die, and they sent an ion weapon at us. That's fine because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter because they don't have a laser weapon online. Okay, you gotta get brought back to life. We've got to send in a healing bomb. I don't want to. I want my slug to attack the NG, he'll live for longer. And I want this slug to attack the mantis because he'll be faster at combat. This slug has got to leave. I'd rather not have them die if I can avoid it. So I'm just gonna take this slow. Okay, this slug attacks the NG, this slug comes back. There's a lot of micromanagement with this, I'll grant you that. Okay, Lombard's taking some hits. My NG died. My slug is going to live, I think. Contact a civilian ship, we don't get anyone out of that. Okay, slug is alive with 1 HP. Other slug has 7. So here's the question. Do I heal bomb or do I just go get them killed by throwing them in a room with no oxygen? I think I heal bomb them. I want to keep their combat skills up, so let's do it. Let's do it. Everyone go back to your rooms and we will go to the next beacon. This wasn't bad, this wasn't bad. It took a while longer than I was expecting and we weren't able to kind of keep everyone alive, but that's okay. I did forget to bring back the door systems, which is kind of annoying because they are going to board us, but you know, whatever. They have a med bay, so breaching bomb might be good. Breaching bombs might be good. All right, we'll 2-on-1 this Mantis. When he beams back aboard his ship to get healed, if he beams back aboard his ship to get healed, I will just send in the breaching bomb and get him killed. Mantis was also stunned. That's weird. It didn't stun our crew, but it stunned him. Nice! Breaching bomb has to happen. They do have an NG, so I do want to wait just before we actually send our crew over. Oh god, my crew is so wounded. It doesn't really matter if they die though. So you know what, Lombard and Cremity, you're gonna beam over, and Fen, you're gonna be the pilot temporarily. We're gonna breach bomb their med bay. We're gonna breach bomb their med bay. started a breach. They're going to try to get the repairs done. I'm going to have to go over there to stop them. That's okay. Attack the Mantis. Maybe we can do some 2-on-1 damage here. Now, so we're just going to swap positions. Medbay's offline. Let's get that repaired. We're taking damage, but it's got to happen. We need missile defense in order to stop this. The shields are fine. It's the missiles this time around that's a bit of a problem. Breaching bomb is ready to go. If I launch the breaching bomb over, it's going to kill both my crew and kill the Mantis, but not the NG. But they can't get their medbay repaired anyways, so I might as well just kind of wait it out, and then send over my other 2 crew members. Ah, screw it. Kill them. We get an NG. We have a pilot. We still got hit anyways. Okay, that's fine. Okay, get the oxygen system repaired. There's a breach, which means we are going to take some crew damage. So I'm going to send the other NG in there to help out ASA frickin' P. Okay, O2's back. I think we are going to use another healing bomb here, but that's okay. That's why we have them. That's why I didn't sell the healing bomb item, because we have the clone bay, but every time our crew dies, they lose capabilities, and I'd rather not reduce their combat potential too much. Slug, go get the door system repaired. This is weird. This is a weird one. No, get the door system repaired. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We need missile defense, we need shields, we need weapon power so that we can keep more stuff online at the same time. And I might just need to be better, like decide what I'm going to attack more strategically. Maybe I should have kept the Artemis online, but the breaching bomb did do enough damage to their med bay. You know, it kept it offline, it stopped them from repairing it with the breach. It worked out quite nicely. We did take a lot of damage, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do to avoid that. I am going to go to the store, so I might as well go to a few beacons first. 2 beams actually is very dangerous because of the whole asteroid field situation. We're going to get hit by asteroid fields. The beam will do a lot of damage to us, and in this case, start a fire too. We might get lucky and dodge some of the beam shots, but this is risky. I am going to breach their drone system first. And the reason why I am using a breaching bomb here, it's risky for sure, but I want to start a breach because with the breach there, they can't ever get the system back online. So I only have to worry about the single beam. Yes, it did do some damage there, whatever. I can now charge laser the weapons, take their weapons offline, then hit them in their shield system, take their shields offline. Well, my shots have to hit, but I felt that that was best to take their drone offline because their drone could have done substantial damage to me. Let's wait for an asteroid. Good. So now their weapons are offline. Now hit them in the shield room, take their shields offline. And we did take a little bit of crew damage there, but that's okay. It's okay. Just wait for an asteroid real quick. They have no weapons. Their drones are never coming back online. Whatever. Hey, it worked anyways. They have no dodge chance now. Their shields did get repaired, I think, ever so slightly, so they still have 1 bar of shields. But we can deal with that. Since they have no dodge chance, now they have no shields. Now the asteroids will hopefully eat them up, start some breaches and stuff. I mean, it was a nice shot in the drone system. A little bit unnecessary, but that's okay. I appreciate it. 12 free scrap for dealing with that encounter. And I might actually want to avoid the store and just get the shield upgrade. That's kind of important to get, I'm realizing. We're taking a lot of damage from things that could be avoided. Oh, I also forgot. Clone Bay. Passive healing. So we don't necessarily need the healing bomb if we get 2 or 3 levels of Clone Bay. Perfect. For now, though, it's definitely good to have. Lagarde's getting slowly healed up. They're going to board us, which is perfect. In the weapons room, which is lovely, I can send... I'm not going to send my crew over. I'm just going to open, vent, and beam over and kill their NG first. And I'm not even going to use a missile here because they have no medbay, they have no clone bay. We're going to be able to kill them just fine. Okay, we need to have the door open to the weapons room. Okay, stop him before he walks out of the weapons room, and he should be dead. Or at the very least, he'll be almost all fully dead by the time he comes into the piloting room. Ion did hit. I should have brought down my shields, but it was a very risky maneuver because the burst laser was firing at the same time, so I just was hoping that it would just dodge. That's not what I should do, though. I should definitely actually be trying to micro my systems, because that's how this is going to work. That's how you're going to make it through these weird encounters sometimes. We don't have a teleporter, so my cruiser's gonna have to stay aboard the enemy ship. Their Mantis did teleport back, and he's going to die, and we can get the teleporter repaired, except there's a fire in the room. That's not even caused by the, oh my god, there's fires everywhere. That's not even caused by the solar flare. That was just the burst laser. We got a lot of fires aboard our ship. They gotta be put out, come on. Okay, teleporter can get repaired. That's gotta happen. I don't even really care if you take damage at all. So let's open all doors except for these ones, which are gonna be open and put out. Turn on the O2, oh, almost forgot about that. We do have other fires aboard our ship. I don't know where they are. Fires in the oxygen room. Okay, that's gotta get put out. Bring our crew back. We got another NG? Are you kidding me? I mean, it's fine. I like getting more crew, but it's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, while that's happening, you guys can get the weapons repaired. The NGs will put out the fires aboard the ship where necessary. We don't need to put out this fire ourselves because the oxygen will do it. Have them take a look at the rest of the ship, see if there's any other fires. No, I don't hear any more. Good. Okay, we're gonna jump. NG, get on weapons, jump to the store, and we're either gonna buy a shield upgrade or sell stuff or buy stuff from the store. We'll see. Drone control for 85 with a defense drone. How can I pass it up? It's really good purchase. Mind control is also good. Being able to mind control an enemy crew member would make our crew's HP go further. I think I want the drone control though. I think I want the missile defense. Maybe not, though. Maybe I should just upgrade ourselves, get the shields upgraded, because our biggest problem has been lasers and beams, not missiles so far. Missiles have done damage to us, but not too much. So you know what? We're gonna sell the healing burst. Now that I realize / remember that the clone bay heals crew over time, it's not that imperative to have the healing bomb. Yeah, we're gonna sell this for 20 scrap. I kind of don't like doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. We're going to upgrade our ship. We are going to save layout and probably buy fuel and repair. I'll buy their fuel, I'll repair, and the next scrap is going to go into our ship, our reactor. We have to get the excess power into engines and weapons. We dumped it into shields because I think it is better to have shields than 5% weaponry. We can always micro the power if we need to in order to avoid things like missiles. And I'm saving the defense drone because I do want to try to, oh, I can actually help these guys this time with the NGs. I do want to save the defense drone in case we do pick up a drone control system in the future. Defense drones are good missile defense, and missile defense is something that we are going to need at some point, so let's not throw it away for 25 scrap right now. I will give them the fuel. They gave us sector scans. I was expecting sector scans. I'm disappointed that we got sector scans, but that's okay. All right, Sector 2 so far has been a bust for the second half. We have gotten 5 beacons, 6 beacons in a row that were basically nothing. This is extremely disappointing because it means we are going to be severely underpowered for sectors 3 and on. Yeah, I will attack him quickly. Attack him quickly, get some stuff out of it. Mantis is going to board us, perfect. At the same time he boards us, we board him, and we board them in their clone bay, and we can kill the crew pretty easily. This bit of combat's going to be a bit annoying with him being in our piloting room, but what I can do is actually send the NG in there to keep him busy and to keep him dying, basically. And if our NG dies, who cares? I'm not using weapons in this encounter. He has no combat skills whatsoever, so he's just there to delay the Mantis. Mantis is going to die, and now our crew is attacking the clone bay. And as soon as they only have a beam, which I just realized too, so I can actually depower the shields a bit. As soon as the teleporter's back, we're gonna send over the NGs. They're gonna help with the combat. Never mind, we don't need it. We picked up 6 fuel, which more than makes up for the fuel that we just lost in that attempted distress beacon offer. Good, that worked out very nicely. Fen is very wounded, so you know what? We're gonna swap him off with Lombard. And Lombard's going to be the combat crew for the next sector, I guess. Rebel or civilian? Let's go to Rebel. Let's do the red beacons first, and then we'll do the green beacons later. I don't know, maybe that's a bad call, but I feel like we should get into some more combat early. The Mantis-controlled sector that we just had was not that lucrative at all. Maybe we can do better in the Rebel-controlled sector. But maybe the Rebel-controlled sector is going to have more of those danged auto-scout ships. But the good thing about having the clone bay is that it doesn't matter if our crew dies. We can send our crew over, get them killed, and it doesn't really cost us anything except for a little bit of time. I do wish we had other types of crew. Slugs and NGs are not the best at combat. Yeah, we're just going to have to send our crew over and get them killed. Even though we have the charge laser? You know what? We have the charge laser. We can let the charge laser auto-fire on the ship, take out the weapons, take out the engines, take out the piloting system. Missiles offline, so I'm not even going to worry. What button is select all? Oh god, go back to your rooms. Q? Q is select all, okay. The missile's offline. I'm not going to fire on their ship anymore because I like their lasers being the only thing online. Instead, we're just going to auto-fire on the other systems of the ship. I would prefer not to have my crew lose their combat experience if at all possible. And Cremity is actually level 2 combat, which is quite nice because it means that he will be much more effective against enemy crew on the next ship that we come across that is actually not an auto-scout. Okay, getting some shield upgrades on Gracie. No dodges on Fen. Well, he got 1, but that's okay. He's just there temporarily. Temporarily, at least, until we can get him healed up, and then he'll take Lombard's position. Or whoever has the most piloting will be the pilot, basically. Unless there is a health concern that needs to be addressed. All right, 9 fuel, now 8. We have enough that I'm okay with our current situation. Oh, god. You have a lot of guts passing through our space, I'll give you that. Kill their crew, I want that ship intact. 3 humans is a bit much, and they're hacking us, and they have no way of killing me? No way of doing damage to me? That's very nice. All right, NG, slugs, other NG. We're just gonna go aboard their ship and do as much damage to them as possible. The hack on the teleporter is actually pretty bad. It means I can't get my crew in there to help with the combat, so we're just gonna have to bust down this door as quickly as possible. But this is fine. Their crew will die. It's just a matter of time, and then I can beam aboard their ship and try to do as much damage to them as possible. And I might even be able to board with all of my crew members. It's strange. It might work. It might not work. Okay, everyone bust down the door to the teleporter room. And now, if you... No. Oh, God. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. You 4, go here. You 2, go here. And Fen and Cremity, maybe they can board the enemy ship. Here's the thing. I don't care about this ship at all. I just want to see if I can actually board with more than 2 people. I can't. Okay, that's fine. The reason why I don't care about this situation at all is because they have no medbay, they have no clone bay, they're not trying to escape, and they can't bust through my shields. So I can literally just stand here forever. I can auto-fire the weapons so that Nathan gets training. I can keep Gracie in the shield room so that she gets, or it gets training there. I can keep Lagarde in the engines. There's no reason for me right now to do anything. I don't need to use a breaching bomb. I don't need to use an Artemis. They have a defense drone. My clone bay can keep reviving my crew. I can keep boarding them, killing them. Like, this is fine. This is fine. My crew is going to be wounded, and it's going to take a couple of attempts before I can kill them, but they will die eventually. Okay, so Fen and Cremity, you're going to be part of the boarding squad. The only thing you have to do here is you have to wait between boarding, because when they hack the teleporter, your crew comes back from the enemy ship and it puts the teleporter on cooldown. So what you have to do is just wait until their hack ends, then board, then wait a whole cycle before you board again. So we're just going to board them in the piloting room. This guy is wounded. And we're not going to win the combat here because we're going to beam back aboard our ship, but we'll win eventually. Nathan, he's getting training every time the charge laser fires, every 6 seconds. We're getting some dodge chance. This is good. This is good. Yeah, they beam back. Teleporter's on cooldown. We're going to have to wait a cycle before we beam over again. It's okay. It's okay. But when I initially saw this encounter, I was like, they have 3 crew aboard my ship and 3 crew aboard their ship, a defense drone Mark II. I was sure that we were going to just die here, but actually, it doesn't matter. I have a clone bay. It doesn't matter if a crew dies. You know, it didn't matter if they died attacking the 3 crew that were aboard our ship at the beginning of the encounter. The biggest problem was just that the hacking drone, if it hit our shields, we would be effed. Luckily though, they did not hack our shields, so we're fine. Slug is dead. I don't care. He's gonna come back to life with slightly lower experience, but that's okay. I can't heal him because I don't have a medbay. Again, that's okay. We need to get the clone bay actually powered up. I could upgrade the clone bay, and I think I am going to do that. Being able to have crew come back faster and get more healing per jump, I think is very worthwhile. Everyone go back to your stations. I need to resave the positions. That's okay, easy enough. And jump forward. Good encounter, good encounter. We managed to make it work, and it really wasn't as scary as I thought it was at first glance. I will definitely intervene to defend the outpost. This combat is going to be annoying. They do have a clone bay. We are going to have to take it out, and they have 2 bars of shield. So breaching bomb is going to be used to take out their clone bay. They're hacking my door system. If there's something for you to hack, that's it. Now, their missile launcher does scare me, so that means I'm probably just going to board them first. But I might also want to breaching bomb their weapon system first. Wound this crew member, stop them from firing at me, take their weapons completely offline. I think that's what I'm going to do first, because I don't want this missile launcher to keep firing. That crew is very wounded. We can now beam aboard this room. It's not going to have any oxygen, which is good. They have no door system, so I can move about their ship freely. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. We are going to have to bomb their clone base soon, but the extra damage done to the enemy crew member in the weapons room is very significant. 45 damage. He's going to die very quickly, and then we can just bomb the clone bay, and then we'll be good. I might even want to bomb it with the crew in the room. Like, just do it right now. They're not gonna die, but what I can do now is send over a couple of NGs to deal with them. As long as they don't hack my door system, good, 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 good. stop them from getting the breach repaired. They will take oxygenation damage. My NGs will manage to kill the humans, and they will not come back to life. So I think this is how we do it here. Yeah, this is fine. You know, we had to sacrifice our crew to do it, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna live. They're gonna be fine. And Gracie and Nathan, you know, they took 25, 30 damage, but they will heal that slowly over time. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I just wish I had like mantises or rockmen, because they would be able to handle these types of situations much better. Breaching bomb. I'm glad I bought it. It's a good weapon to have, especially when you're doing this type of boarding, because you can take rooms offline permanently with one shot. With a missile, you know, you have to worry about getting it through the defense drone. With the small bomb, it doesn't start the breach. And the breach is very important. It's very useful if you use it properly, and I think I am using it properly, but we'll see. Okay, just a auto scout. This is not bad. I can sacrifice my crew, or I can breaching bomb their ship. I think I'm going to sacrifice my crew and take out their weapons, and then breaching bomb their shields, switch over to the charge laser. I'm sacrificing so that I don't take damage. If I can take their burst laser offline, buys me time. Breaching bomb their shields, take them completely offline, and they're not going to get it repaired. So I am going to use one missile part here, mainly just for time, but also so that I can save my crew experience. I don't want to have to keep killing my crew over and over again for this stuff to work. I mean, I'd rather not. 20% dodge chance, we missed the dodge chance, but their burst laser is now offline. Breaching bomb the shields. Shields completely offline, we can switch over to the charge laser, and I don't need to worry so much about the oxygen being online, so I just took power, but I took power out of the crew teleporter anyways, and put it into the engines and oxygen so that we can have a good dodge chance, maybe get some additional training. Auto-fire the charge laser gets Nathan trained up in weapons as quickly as we can currently. 1 point every 6 seconds is not bad. The ion weapon alone is not going to do anything for us, and we managed to destroy the ship using one missile and 2 crew members that are now back from the dead. It's not bad. It's not bad. Lombard's still going to be the pilot. Lagarde's still going to be engines. Gracie, shields. Nathan, weapons. Cremity and Fen, they've died so many times, any other skills they've had have already been lost. But that's okay. That's kind of what they are here for dying repeatedly.